what was that?
my wonder. Good evening, good evening. It is the What's It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. We are here back with a new series for you guys. This is Side Quest. Wait, this is Side Quest Reviews. So with this one here, this is us keeping up with a TV show that is currently out, and we're not gonna go into the whole show. We're gonna get into a few episodes. This week we are kicking this off with Cross Season 2. Of course, please check out our review of the last season, Season 1, where we got to break down the entire season. But now we're gonna break down the first 4 episodes because they are now available and ready for you to watch on Amazon. Last season, of course, with Cross, he's dealing with a billionaire who is making an art piece where he is putting a scrapbook together, which is what the women are doing now. They're putting together scrapbooks of their year, but he's putting up a scrapbook of murderers that he likes or he really enjoyed to then sell.
Yeah, well, because
he had the
what was Fanboy doing? Fanboy was getting people that looked like murderers that he idolized.
Mm-hmm.
So, because he had, what was it? Warren, the
lady.
Yeah, it was Warren.
Yeah, but whatever. Yeah. Also, Cross, his family had been kidnapped by a woman who, they didn't kill his wife, right?
So she didn't, but she knows who did. I think.
Got you. Thought so. I think because it was in within that vein, but of course, everything from season 1, of course, it does have blowback into season 2. Going into season 2, we see Cross. He is newly single out there, and a lot of people do not like how Cross is living. Jazz, what do you think about Cross in season 2 so far?
So this season dropped during Black History Month, so I can kind of see why people are a bit upset at Cross's relationship behaviors or physical behaviors. Let me say that. Let me remove the word relationship. His activities, his adult activities that he's doing, because Elle is no longer there because she still cannot trust him after he somewhat put her in a very dangerous situation. And so she's still hurt by that and coping with that, even though he wants that old thing back. She's like, I can't do this no more. I got this light skin over here that used to be in, what was the
17,
movie?
17 again.
Right. So he's from over there. I get it, sis. I get it. But he's looking for his Michelle Obama until he finds out that Elle is babysitting her ex's kids, which is very interesting. We're going to get into that. But Cross, I mean, him and Kayla?
Yeah.
Had gotten physical the past 2 episodes, drunk and sober. And it's just like, y'all really mixing up milk and a chocolate. Okay.
Nesquik.
Yeah. So I guess, I can understand certain people like, ain't nobody trying to see this sexy chocolate man over here having sex with this white woman. But Jason, how do you feel about it? Because,
I don't know. I just don't understand, man. But shout out to you, Cross. Just keep laying that pipe, I guess. I don't know. Until you figure it out. You gotta fuck your way through the pain. That's what they said.
Who is they?
Them in the world. That's what they say. When you get over her, you gotta fuck through it.
So I saw a very therapeutic post on Instagram where it said, fellas, he was like, my favorite girl just broke up with me. And they were telling him, just spend some alone time. They was like, go play your game. Don't go jump in another relationship. They was giving him positive feedback. And I said, oh, look at these men helping this young brother that's going through hurt. So no, I don't think everybody is just like, oh, we got to fuck through it. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to black men of how black men handle black men situations.
And we also, of course, within this season, we get some more backstory to Two John. Typically, well, not typically, we do see the relationship that him and Alex have, and we do see they had a little bit of a rift in season one. They got back on the right track where Cross was able to apologize, and we love to see black men be accountable for their actions and how they're handling it. But of course, in this season here, we find out that Two John's mother is alive. And it was told to him that she was supposed to have been deceased. And unfortunately, Alex also knew this truth. Jazz, are you telling him?
Am I an adult? Are you asking adult Jazz or bite sized Jazz? Because Cross knew since he was a kid. So bite sized Jazz, no, I am not telling him. Now, if I see his mother in the grocery store and I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess Cross would even know what she looked like.
That's what I'm saying, because he was just on the steps and he just heard the conversation. So I don't know if he ever seen her. So when because I feel like if he would have seen her when he went into that in the interrogation room, he would have been like, "Oh shit, I gotta tell you something, bro." I feel like he would have done that. So he may not have known what she looked like
Right.
in that. So yeah, probably not.
Because
Oh,
I mean, that's tough. That's definitely a tough situation. Now, let me ask you this. If you were, is his name Lee John?
to John.
Two John. Okay. If you were Two John, would you have been upset with Alex for not telling you?
Not really. I think I do, well, I feel like it's not really toxic, but boundary setting isn't my strong suit. So for me, I wouldn't really be upset with Alex, and I would have forgave him pretty quickly because I'm like, we the same age, we kids, and I can't hold that against you because you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what mama, I can't think of her name, but
My
the
grandma, mama,
yeah, now her, Grandma Nana, now her, yeah, now it'd probably be a little bit of a beef because I would have told her how I felt, but I would have also understood because that's a lot to make a person carry, and you do have people that are just super honest. They're gonna tell the truth no matter what, honest Abe ass niggas, and uh because Two John said, I would have told you the truth and I would have help pick up the pieces. But you can't once somebody is broken, you can't necessarily say you're gonna be the one to help pick up anything. That may be something that damages them for the rest of their life, for all we know.
and then also to say what you would have done in a situation that you've never even been in is also something that's just like, do you? Would you?
Exactly.
It's easy to say what you would do when you've never been in that situation because he probably would have, with the knowledge of like, well, we were trying to adopt you, but your mama was trying to get this money and it was that Nana Mama gave her the money, but she never filed the paperwork. Is that what
Say it
it
again.
was? Nana
I
Mama
did.
gave her five
She got
thousand
the, but she never,
dollars,
and she never went. Yeah, she
and
never
she
went.
never filed that paperwork. So, which left Two John in the foster system. So, I wouldn't have like if I was Nana Mama, I wouldn't have told that child that
Yeah.
your mother took the money that we were offered her so you could be in this home, but instead she took the money and didn't want to try to help you. That's a lot to even share with a child. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna say this. So I've had a some I'm not I can't I'm not gonna put everything because some stuff still yeah, but I dealt with the family member being incarcerated. Now um everything was already there, so I should have kind of known, but it was told to me is this person has left state. They just left state. They'll be gone for a while. They'll be like, damn, they just can't. So we can go and visit this person every now and again. Don't take long to get there, but this person is gone and it's, thinking back on it, it's like, damn, that was a whole bunch of feelings and thoughts I didn't have to have had I known the truth, but I also understand where adults come from in trying to protect your feelings, your thoughts, and in that, but at the same time, it does kind of help dare to give concrete um it gives it gives a situation a resolution because at least at that point, you know. Like you don't have to look for that person to walk through that door or that person to come back or for any of those. You don't have to. That's not a thing that'll ever happen because death was something I learned very young.
Same.
I learned about death very, very young. People going to jail, not dying, but still being on this earth. And they just unable to come to you with something that I didn't get a grasp on until I had to get a grasp on it. And it was told as one thing, and then the other side of the family told me the truth. And it's just like, wait, and you got to go back to the person instead of, and at that point, now that's when I felt as if that person should have been more respectful to me, but also more accountable. Because instead of saying, hey, this is what happened. I'm sorry that they blame the person for telling me instead. And it's like that's not it can't be that. You can't
Yeah.
fault somebody else for something that you tried to keep a secret. Because if it would have come out anywhere else, everybody else knew except me. So,
Mm,
with me being the baby of the family.
yeah. That's definitely a lot to carry. I've been on the side of, I'm gonna try to make sure I word this to where I'm not sharing
Yeah,
too
I
much,
get it. I get it.
but to where everything was full transparent to the child. But then as they got older, that information the child used to their advantage and then
Mm-hmm.
maliciously abuse that information to try to
Mm-hmm.
manipulate certain people. And so I've seen it on that side to where it's
Yeah.
just like you went, certain people went into it like, okay, we want to make sure, give them all the information and everything. But then you had outside folks use that, so
Mm-hmm.
it's, I've
Yeah,
seen both sides to where it's just like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah.
But
So
yeah, yeah, nah. This season also, I feel as if with this season they are giving a lot of people more things to do in this. What's your boy? What's your Bobby
Bobby
Ray?
Trey, Bobby Trey,
Bobby
say
Trey,
it
Bobby Trey,
right.
Bobby Trey.
Yes.
I was curious in how they were going to use him this season, but that was just I feel like he's one of the fan favorite at this point because he just when he's on the screen, you don't because how often do you see somebody so I can't even explain what
He's
his
a villain
character.
that I root for.
So it's
He
not that, but he's like this. He has this.
charismatic.
He's very correct, charismatic, but it's to a point of even his figure doesn't matter. What he look like, he's still scary. He
Yeah.
still has that intimidation factor. And I love that they put him in scenes where people are bigger than him because it's still like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm still him. And you gonna respect me whenever I'm in the room. And it's never been a situation where he don't. There hasn't been a situation where he comes in a room and he doesn't feel like he controls it. You know?
Yeah. His confidence is a 10 out of 10. And
Shout out to that brother.
I completely agree with you because visually, he does
Nah, shoot
not
off.
look, hear
Oh,
me
my
out.
bad.
He does not look threatening. And I feel like that is a very amazing talent that the actor has. And let me make sure I say his name because I definitely be tagging him on his posts and stuff because I follow him on social media because Jazz is a fan. Because and he's an activist too. Like, so I like he's his ear is to the streets of everything that's going on. But Johnny Ray Gill, Bobby Trey, yes. So I feel
Bobby
like
Tree.
what, like if you put him in a different role to where somebody that's like in a rom-com or somebody that's just like that supportive brother or dad, I feel like especially with his skills and talents and acting, he can pull that off to where I feel like he's very versatile. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I agree with you. Like, I didn't even realize how they were putting him in scenes with people that were bigger than him. You definitely saw that
Hmm.
a lot in this season. And he pulled a Melvin, or maybe better than a Melvin. He said, "Is that how you talk to your mama company? We making breakfast for dinner." Like, he stay eating still in season 2. But I do want to say I love the fact that I believe after the first 3 episodes released, they
Hmm.
dropped a post of individuals that have become season regulars.
Hmm.
The actress that plays Kayla, and
Hmm.
also
Bobby Trey.
Bobby Trey, and I believe it was a third person as well. So it's just
Hmm.
like now you seeing these folks that were in season 1 weren't too much in the spotlight. Granted,
Background.
Bobby Trey always took the scenes, but now to see them become season regulars, I love that for them.
Man, the conflict that Cross and Kayla gonna have when you find out Bobby is out is gonna be hell.
The fact that Bobby is sitting like Kayla, we gonna get to her because in episode 4,
Get to it
sis
now.
sis is like
You gotta
the
say the best for last.
not.
Cause man, nigga,
Oh yeah.
Loose,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 We
that's
gonna
a
save
bad
loose.
bitch.
Yeah. We yeah.
That's a bad bitch.
We gonna yeah. Let's get to the black folks first. We gonna yeah. We gonna save loose for last. But when you saw Kayla on that video footage, and Bobby's Trace face was like,
Okay. So that was
shook. That was
it's
yeah.
Jazz. I pulled a Chris. I was like, man, who is this? Who is this white woman? Let me pause. I paused it. I went back. I said, man, this ain't her.
If you
Like, is it
watching
her?
on if you are listening on streams, go to the YouTube, see where Jason is at right now, because the eyes, oh my god, that was
Okay,
I think that was definitely Kayla because he was just like,
what
what?
the fuck was they? What the fuck was they doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Jazz,
But I think it's Master Mode or Mastermind. That master, like that
Jazz,
villain.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, bro, um, because so the last 2 episodes, it does come with the prompt. There is an unalive situation, and they have to just kind of put that in there just as a trigger warning because you never know what may. And you look at, I'm like, man, who gonna take? I'm like, my mind already went to, um,
Three
God dog.
fingers.
Yes, and my mind went to him. I'm like, man, he gonna have to get rid of himself because Mama don't like him. Da da da. But then we look at the video. I'm like, oh. I'm like, bro, what? And every episode is intense. You like at the edge of your seat every time. Like, bro, what is about to happen?
This
What
season
is
is
about to
like they turning up the
happen?
volume this season. Like this season
Yeah,
is a lot. Like the topic that they are covering. I'm looking at Cross and I'm looking at CNN. I'm like, wait a minute, one's a show and one's real life. You know, it's like I
apparently.
understand
Hmm.
art imitates life, but when it's too close,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. Because
you know what
then
I mean?
the crazy thing is, I listened to them before the season came out. Cross and the show, I think the showrunner, it was a showrunner, and they was talking about how this season is going to deal with vigilantism. Is it wrong? Police and some real life and like real life stories, and this was written 2 years ago. So stuff was, the Epstein stuff had been going on, so we know that was already a thing. So for them to be able to bring all these different things into it, as well as like the immigration stuff that we have going on. Oh man,
Yeah.
when Tujon, the Alex being able to cover that favor for Tujon, dog, a real nigga. Cause Jazz, you would have left Diego, wouldn't you?
If you ask me to scoop him up,
He told him to take him into custody until he can get
I
back
would
out in the world.
so I would have asked you, I'd have been like, all right, so is he gonna stay with you or is it an expectation that he gonna stay with me? I would ask questions, but he was adorable. So I'd have been like, you know what? Okay. He like
That fucked me up though when he was like,
so
"Hey,
this
this,
and this storyline is heartbreaking because it's fucking real.
yeah,
You see, because I mean, you follow the news and everything, like with immigration, of how, especially with now ICE and all them, they're picking people up, separating folks from their families. He was separated from his family, and then that ending shot in episode 4, his sister got a box of stuff for him, and she's over here
bro,
praying that she gets to see her brother again, and he over here living with black folks. He got 2 new siblings, low key. But it's just heartbreaking because it's just like there's so many families that are dealing with this, but they ain't going to no nice black family's home. They either getting dropped off somewhere else where they don't know anybody by themselves. And so I just feel like the story that they are telling in this, man, it's been written very well and definitely hitting at the heartstrings because I'm just, whoo, man. But let me ask you this:
What's
do
that?
you think
It's all.
vigilante behavior, especially with what they're doing, do you think it's
Man,
necessary, or is it just what? I'm look who the fuck I'm asking, nigga. You Batman, so you're gonna be like, hell yeah, let me get my cape. Sorry, let me ask
this is
people listening because I know Jason's gonna be like, let me get my do rag cape and go save some kids.
if you could take down operations, get people back to their families, get them taken care of, get them in a better position, man. I'm sorry, law-abiding citizens. Yes, please take care of that because because a lot of these people are sick. At least, like, and we got your boy Stu. I in my head, I said he wasn't. Are we doing predictions? We gonna say that.
We could do it at the end.
Okay. So she said he's at the top. Her mom always said he was at the top of the food chain. When the cat said in my head, I said, I don't think he was probably doing the worst of everything that the other people doing. Because that first episode, it comes on children are being sexually abused by these men. And you had the who you got? I think her real name is Rebecca, but they call her Luce. You got Dunny. Dunny is walking around inside of there, and he takes out everybody. Like he was not playing. He did not come to play, and I feel like that's what them type of men need. Like they in these islands, they hide and they caped around. They got these kids that's not even 16, 17
Yeah.
years old doing things with them that they shouldn't even that's not even a life they should know about. So yeah, y'all should feel some of their pain. Somebody should be out there beating y'all ass. And I feel like that sometimes I feel like jail is not enough. They should be able to they should get their ass whooped on the hour, every hour. They should just let somebody come in there and whoop their ass for 5 minutes. Just pop, pop, pop.
You're better than me because I would say just put them in a pen with some lions and see how long they last.
I don't want no death is too easy. They need to get their ass beat every day for the rest of their life till they just can't. Till they body just the end.
What if the tiger jumps on them, but we make sure somebody goes in there before the tiger kills them?
Think you can do that?
But I did see a video where a lion attacked a trainer. Now, the lioness said, babe, relax, relax. That's the trainer. If you kill him, they kill you. I need you here. Like she talked him down. So, but no, I see what you're saying. But
I feel you. I feel you.
because
Some
I
people probably
just,
just, the people that just need to go, put them in the lines then. Let them figure that out.
yeah, like Simba, let's see what Simba can do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nah, like it's with the human trafficking, all of that. And then, like you said, the rich and powerful. Because when you have people that are above the law, how do you think the law is going to protect you from them?
Hmm.
Like that makes no sense. So
Yeah.
yeah, I say get all them
Nah.
predators up out of here.
Yep. Shout out to Donnie. Shout out to Luce, Rebecca, within that. And like the chases. I think the chases are pretty good this season as well. You had the first one when they was what was that? Let me go back.
I feel like we got more
Uh
chases. We didn't get that many chases in season one, did we? I don't remember
well
no
yeah,
street chases.
I remember Cross was chasing Bobby.
Oh, that's right, because he had the
And he
book.
also he chased the other nigga that Bobby shot in the head as he was chasing him, and they tried to blame him for that one, but that wasn't the murder that he did.
Okay.
Um, Lincoln, Lincoln is the guy that chase that Lincoln did when it was in Chicago, and he ran and he set the bomb off on them. They couldn't find him. He ended up showing up at Loose.
Three fingers.
Three
Mm.
fingers. Yeah, he ended up showing up at Loose. Which did you anticipate his demise?
No, I didn't trust him.
You
But
didn't.
then, so the reason why I didn't, because I was like her mama. I said, how he
It's a
find you?
it's a man. This show is like we talk about character study because we talked about Wonder Man. This here is definitely a character study because they kind of do profiles on everybody. And the way he was just too obsessed with her to ever. I feel like as if he was too in love or obsessed with her
Right.
he looked at her as a deity, as a hero that I didn't think he would have did anything to her, but I understood in that. And that's one of those things where um if you're in that life, you can't the mission, nothing comes before the mission.
I felt
Nothing comes
so
before the mission.
I felt bad for Luce because my guard went down on him when they got to that hotel. Cause then I thought she was gonna try to take him out.
I did
I
too.
thought she was setting him up.
I
But
thought she was gonna
then
fuck him and kill him because I was like,
I mean,
she did that the white man like that in the previous, she
yeah. So that's what I thought she was gonna do. But I was just like, why would you go out of your way to do all of that, bring him to this nice hotel? But then when she saw that tat on his chest, oh, sis melted.
man
She
shoot.
said, "Is that me?"
He
I would have folded too. I'd have been like, "Wait."
says that's not weird, is it?
I mean, actually, it kind of. I guess it depends on how good of a good of a drawing it is. I'm like,
Nigga had a whole wall with her on that motherfucker.
yeah,
He
but
was a good he would have been useful for their team though, bro.
he
Dude
would have
was a
been.
he was a great investigator. He gave them enough information to pull everything down. Like that nigga was good.
I hate that he got gone.
Bro,
I I would have
I
wanted him to stay longer through the season.
that's one of them situations where you get introduced to a character where it's like, man, I ain't like this. He's like he's an enjoyable character. He got the charisma. Cause I was what the thing that killed me at first, he was talking and he'd be like he
Yeah, that was scary. Put him in Smile 3. Put him in Smile 3 because, oh my goodness. He
them
was,
smiles he was doing. I said, this nigga's fucking me up. Because he said that's how he tricked the camera though, whenever he did those random smiles or whatnot.
yeah, that was, oof. What did you think about the cop that shot,
That kidnapped him.
yeah,
He had to clearly whenever we start watching, not watching, when we go into these stories, there's going to be people that's working for the other side. Now, who they working for, we won't know. But you could tell he was on something because he shot the guy inside that thing with the kid there. And it wasn't even that said. Alex had talked him down. He was putting his stuff down and he shot him anyway. And it's like, bro, come on. And they say, yeah, I'm not at liberty to speak about it, but he was on the investigation. What? Why would you put him on my case then?
listen. But that also shows you how you have certain levels of government still following people, but they can't do nothing with it because that person is so deep in something else that they're trying to get the bigger fish. But when you have other levels of authority trying to get that person, they just like, look, you can't touch them because they are our bait to get a bigger fish. So whatever case you have against them, you're gonna have to dead it. So it's whew, it's crazy. What do you think Kayla is hiding outside of what we saw on the footage? Because at first I thought it was a gun,
That's what I
but this
said. I'm
like
like, I'm looking, I'm
something
like,
bigger.
Man, I don't know, but she picked the wrong nigga to try to cover it up with. Cause that nigga there is now you in bed with him.
Yeah.
Bobby now owns you. So now you're gonna have to get rid of him. Or you gotta tell Alex what you did and who you got involved with this situation. Cause now that's gonna man.
How do you think Al's gonna handle that? You think she's gonna tell him on during pillow talk?
That's the only way that's gonna be the best way. Cause man, oh my God, and that's like I said, everybody has so many different things going. It's fucked up that she ended up being the one that took the case. But I guess regardless if she took this case or not, that was coming to her doorstep, right? Because she's in the I mean, I feel like or do you
I
think it was like a two-part thing? Like you take this case, you get this too, because he was like, yeah, tag you it.
so the gun just randomly popped up because another detective found it, and then that's
Hmm.
when her boss told her about it. But
Which is also the creator of the show and writer of the show. Back to you.
it's a black man.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Mm.
He looked white though. I mean, he
No, I
don't look
didn't know.
white. He
He
don't look
just looked
white,
light
but yes,
skinned, but
he nigga super. That's why I said I got all shades of nigga in this show. All shades.
I love it. I love it. We're so versatile. I love to see it. But I don't know, like when she asked him for backup, he said, whoa, 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 I ain't doing all that. That's going to bring up too much noise. That's going to get too loud. This is on you. And she was just like, I don't have the manpower. Like, I need help. He said, well, you're not going to get it. So it's on you to figure it out. Like, for your
Yeah.
boss to tell you that, because obviously, like, the biggest threat to her is like losing everything, her career.
Hmm.
So she kind of like
Yeah, her
Simon from
career.
Wonder Band a little bit, because he just like, look, I can't risk what.
I don't think it's gonna be losing the career, Jazz. I
No,
you think bigger than that now.
well,
Think
her
about
life, jail.
I'm not talking I'm talking about so let's say this is a dirty situation. How many people could possibly be released from
Them
jail because of
cases.
cases that she had her name attached to? And how high up does this situation go? Her friend took herself out just to not even be involved with it. That's how serious
Yeah, she left her
this
family.
really is. Yeah. Like like you on there talking about you just got married, you got kids, and you just two
You see,
seconds later, oh yeah, no, this all.
you didn't have to do that. You didn't. But it was like a switch. Soon as she said, I got your email, Kayla said, I didn't send you no email. Homegirl said, whoa, master
Yeah,
mode.
so
Is it
it's over
master?
with.
It's not master mode. It's
Mastermind.
mastermind. I always want to think master mode. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stakes in this season,
Hmm.
which makes it, like you said, have you at the edge of your seat. So we don't get too much of Elle the first half of this season. You know, Alice came over unexpected,
Hmm.
looking sexy, and you mad at me because we had sex last night and I don't want to have nothing to do with you the next morning. Why did you show up at my house uninvited? That's
Well,
a risk.
that was, I mean, so yes, but given what she's having to carry or what void she's feeling in that space, it's like, well, Alex, you're not here. And I have to be the one that fill in because you're not. Like these kids need help. This you talking about, right? Like when she was
Oh,
at like,
no. Well, I was definitely gonna get to that, but I was the fact that Alex was upset where he was just like, you just using me for sex. And Elle was just
oh yeah,
like,
because I guess for him, he looked at it as if she should have turned him down when he came and he turned up on her.
I don't like, nigga, look in the mirror.
Nigga talking about some, we gonna get breakfast, we gonna get some food, I can't stay right now, we get some lunch or some dinner. So whoa, nigga, that one that did not.
Slow down, slow down,
Slow
slow
down,
down.
nigga. That was a good dick, but now.
When he came over, he was just like, I know you're thinking about me right now. What do
Right.
you think I'm going to do?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm having wine, and it's just me at the house, and you come over here probably smelling good as hell. You look, Alex got to take full responsibility in his actions. I don't think Elle was wrong in that sense at all whatsoever. Because if the roles were reversed, she showed up
Mhm.
at his house smelling good, looking good, and she's just like, "Oh, I didn't mean to come over here, but since I'm here," and he like, "Well, shit, since you are here," he ain't gonna say no. Y'all have some good old sex, and then if she's like, "Oh, let's go to brunch," no, 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 yo, that's not what we're doing. Thank you for the sex, but I don't want
Thanks for
nothing to do
that.
with you.
Thanks for the ass. Get out.
Yeah.
So I get. So do you believe? Because she has I mean, a very tall order that she must call in as well. Because how are you going to move on with your life in dating, but also sleeping at your ex's house to help with not your kids, the kids he had with another woman?
Well, when you say it like that, it when you say it like that, it makes it sound like they were together and he had these kids on her. Them kids was there before her.
Yeah, I'm not.
So,
I'm going. Well, we know that he had kids with his wife. She
right.
passed away. He began dating. She came in their life, and she's been in their life.
So, all right, is this a safe space? I don't. I'm gonna try to make this a short story. So, I was somewhat in a similar situation, but a lot younger. And looking back at it now, it's like, Jazz, what the hell was you thinking? But at the time, because I was like, I was in a serious relationship with somebody who had a kid. And when you with somebody who has a kid and y'all been together for a while, that kid becomes a piece. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you
Mhm.
like I want to protect over them. Like I'm in their life, I care about them and all this other stuff. And then once y'all break up, it's like for like 2 to 3 weeks, I was like, maybe I could still be cool with his family. Reality was like, nah, Jazz, that ain't how that work. So I was looking at L like I see what you're trying to do, but and it's noble and all that, but it's like your new nigga is gonna look at that like, what you mean you staying at your ex house watching his kids? Because it's still that window open and that connection that you have with your ex that you was with for a while. Now, L, you ain't have to tell oh boy everything. He didn't have to know you was staying at Alex's house.
Yeah, I mean, but she does though, because if she does anything outside of that, it goes against her issue with Alex. Because Alex
Keeping
didn't,
secrets and
because
lying.
Alex kept a secret, but more so to figure out the case. I don't think he intentionally put her in harm's way. Yes, he did put her in harm's way, regard
Yeah.
no matter how we say it, but he did put her in harm's way. So yeah, man, that's a tough one. Every situation is, to John, the case Cross is dealing with, just life Cross is dealing with, Kayla, her job situation, L, her relationship situation, and now we dealing with Rebecca or Luce, um, the light for the people. But she seems to have picked up her mother's job, where she is taking out people who are sexually abusing kids, who's trafficking kids, who um
Has kids
displacing
working.
kids. Yeah, the kids
Yeah.
working, because this is my brother. Your ID said 43. You look 43 to y'all? Wasn't he?
That white man said, nope, that is not a 43-year-old. She said, wrap it up.
Close
You're
this
with
shit
me.
up. And they said, what a man at? That nigga dead with three fingers cut off. Donnie had been took care of that like 2 episodes ago.
Yo, lit is crazy. But I'm ready for them to, well, when we're seeing Matthew Leonard's character, she was like, I got something to tell you. Is it something I want to hear? No, but you might need to. So our facility, like they shut that down because kids was in there working. He said, I told you I didn't want to know about that. And it's like he seems like one of those people that's just like out of sight, out of mind. I don't care
Mm.
what dirty shit has to happen because I'm focused on our main goal is to help plenish the world of healthy foods and all this other stuff, regardless of the nasty shit that has to happen for us to get there. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like your intentions might be good, but you still doing some really fucked up shit. So it's just what is that? Willful ignorance.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
just you're still
Yes.
guilty. You know what I mean? And it's just like
Very,
when
very.
Luce, even with that woman at the bank, Luce was like, you didn't want us to get those files because you knew your name was in there. And she
But
was like, don't
they,
hurt my kids. Your kids are safe. I'm coming after you. And she just slit her throat in the car.
bruh, Losers not
Yeah,
playing.
no.
The mission is the mission. Nothing is above the mission.
She met the love
Nothing
of her
is.
life and she had to let him. That's gotta be tough. You
It
meet
do. She did not. She was like, nah, I can't. I was gonna let this nigga. I gotta let him. If anything, she was supposed to let him run off at that point. Like as soon as it happened, they should have been. He should have been gone. But
he was
yeah,
a
they.
liability. Her homeboy was just, she was like, he loves me. Her homeboy's like, he met you 3 hours ago. But
Yeah,
when you doing something like they're doing, you have to have the people around you that's in that with you to get you back on track.
you
And
need to.
falling in love and all of that. It's like, since I know at the end a happy, positive road looks and sounds good, but that probably not gonna happen. And she had to
Yeah,
kill him. I felt so bad for her. She was done. But she
man.
also got very careless Because why are you sitting at the table with Cross when they was in the casino?
Didn't understand that neither. Like, what was her point
I think
in
she
doing
just did
that
that to see who,
if
like,
he knew?
not that. I think it was, let me see how he is. Let me see his energy, his personality, all of that. I think she was going to try to seduce him, but he wasn't paying no attention because he was drunk on milk. And so,
She's a great actress, though. I will say she's a great actress because
yeah,
she's already shown like for it's 4 episodes. I may have seen her in something else. I'm gonna look her up to see, but 4 episodes, she's giving me fierceness. She's giving me you see the anger, you see
hurt.
the hurt, and she's displayed. Is he kind of seen a little bit of happiness? Not really. But then she's jumping all over with her regular voice. She did the southern accent. She's talking in Spanish. Um, she did the whole thing where she was acting like she was under duress. And she was like, no, he says he's gonna kill my auntie. If we don't get this, we gotta do it. No, 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 we gotta make sure. All right, bitch. See, you tried to play me, but now I gotta show you.
I'm
I'm
sitting
not.
here.
I'm the one. They sent me here to make. But that's like if you was in the game. That's like if you was in Saw and Kramer came up and was like, nah, I'm not dead.
So Saw
I was
one,
just,
Saw one. When
nah,
they
bitch.
tried that, he said, "You're not dead. Gotcha,
Gotcha,
bitch."
bitch.
Yo, she said, "Just give them the money." It's like they want every. I'm not risking it, but then also, she knew her name was in those files, and she's just like, "Well, I don't want that to get out." But if this person is at home with your kids, they knew where you worked and where you lived at. I'm gonna already assume they know my name is in that. They already know shit that they shouldn't know if they be
But
showing up at my
Jazz,
house.
even if they don't, the nigga said give everything away.
Oh
Get
yeah,
every take everything out of it and give it to him. And you goes in here and say, just give them the money. They don't care about you don't know what they care about. Clearly, they
right.
looking for other things. They didn't say money, they said everything.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, she got what she was asking for.
yeah. She probably would have still got a knife to the throat, even if she put everything in there. I think she was gonna die
Again, no,
regardless.
she was going because she knew because she was the one with the first guy, and that first guy was messing with kids. She had to go anyway because
Yeah,
she was signing the flight logs.
right.
Of everything. But what are your bold? I need a bold prediction from you.
All
A
right.
bold prediction.
So bold prediction. I think Kayla and Elle are gonna bump heads in some way, shape, or form. Something's gonna trigger them to bump heads. Now let me do a better bold prediction. So um mm, Kayla's not going anywhere. Bobby Trey's not going anywhere. They're now regulars.
Regular just made through this season. That don't mean they're gonna make it to season 3
But I mean, why would you even tell us that there's
because they're gonna be in every episode this season.
they
They
didn't have
could
to
be in
tell us
more
that?
episodes. I'm technically you would. You think that's what that means?
Yeah. We can see though. Now, if they end up dead, I'll be like, Jason, you was right, whatever.
I think Kayla would die before Bobby would personally. But my bold prediction more so is Matthew Lillard is Rebecca's daddy, and that's why she's going after him. I think that he took advantage of her mama and
Mm,
created her, and that's why her mama said he's at the top of the food of all these people. There's all these bad people. He's the top. I believe that she possibly fell in love with him, and she got casted away, as opposed to, or it could have just been a situation where he just casted away type thing. But that's what I believe.
I
I
like
believe
that.
that Luce is his child.
Mm, that'd be interesting. I don't have any bold predictions. Damn.
Do
Because
you
I
think you think we're gonna get a major death?
in this season,
Mhm. Somebody where you'd be like, damn, I did not expect that.
no. But then I guess I would think of like, okay, who is a character that we have that we can afford to lose. Two John's not dying. His mama might, but I don't even know how
Oh
that
man.
would even handle that. I mean, we don't have a connection with her. He don't either. So it's just like, oh, okay.
But he'll be hurt because
Hell yeah. That's why he's still looking into her case.
because he finally get what he missed or longed for, and it's taken away as he's trying to. Because he's gonna get into some shit. Because he talking about that whoever she trying to protect is supposed to be that guy.
Did you see
So
old boy that was in that stupid ass movie? Trap. The one that was telling all the business. He was the one that Lee John was talking to.
that was him.
That was him.
I looked and I said, this nigga look familiar, but I just don't know
His
what
he
from.
didn't have his braids in.
Yeah,
His hair was out.
he wasn't see he told you he don't act like that neither. They was acting like
He
that in that
wasn't
movie.
snitching in this either. He was just like, look. No, he was because he said, I can't give you a name, but I'll give you initials. Mother. All right.
Okay. That's a clip right there.
What?
From snitching to not snitching. This nigga know what to do.
I can't give you no name, but I give you the initials and their birthday and their zodiac sign. Like, what? There's the shoe
Not
size too.
snitching.
He said, I'm not snitching that much.
Where he be at then? Shit. Just tell me that. Where he be at? Where he
I
be at?
mean, I don't know where he be at, but he definitely don't be at the McDonald's over there on South Side.
Mm-mm. He don't never get the number two. Never.
Never. Not with a sweet tea either.
With the apple pie. And he know what I and he know the ice cream machine be down. He always order it though.
He be knowing. But I because I'm trying to think. So is Two John going to adopt that little
So
boy?
I don't think so. I don't think he will. But that, like I said, that they giving him a twofold story. It's one storyline, but it is kind of like a twofold. Also, baby girl, like that shit, that was so fucking dope. She started speaking Spanish. She was like, "What the?"
In that moment, I said, "This is look at that black princess." Yeah, she
Also
said,
the
"Oh
also
my."
the not the translator, but the lady that brought him. That was man,
This,
that was a yeah. Cause I was like, I said, man, what the fuck is she acting like that for? And then she finally said, it, and I was like, oh, damn, okay. I was like, okay, this
I'm
they
glad
really
you said
trying
it
they
because I thought it too.
I said they really trying to tug at these heartstrings. Cause I'm like, bitch, you
They're
don't care
pulling.
that much.
They're pulling at them.
I was
And
like, man, she
when,
don't.
but see, when she was about to leave, I was like, "Are we not going to get an explanation as to why?"
Jazz,
But then,
I was gonna break some.
but then, when Cross went to go talk to her,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
and she said, he was like, "That's it." She was like, "Yeah," because a lot of people would not bring in a child that is undocumented, that has witnessed a murder, that cannot speak English. And I'm like,
That's scary too, because will there be blowback from that? Because the dude clearly was trying to cover something up,
right.
and
But we don't,
him being able to pinpoint who did what, you know,
well, is he an eyewitness?
that's why he has to. So everybody that was displaced would go back to wherever they came. They'll go back to their people because he said he was a witness in the case. He has to stay. That was the issue, and that's why Tujon was like, "Nah, we can't let him go into the system. Just keep him until he can go to trial."
I'm
So
scared for
it's
his safety then.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
scared. Yeah.
is that gonna be a thing? But then L, how L gonna feel about that?
What you
She
mean? She
got
just
three
got
kids.
another mouth to
She
look.
got three kids now.
Look, you gotta love everybody, L. You're in it. You're in it. So you have to love all the kids. But that could lead to something to where that will bring the kids and L kind of in a storyline. It would put them in danger, which we don't want nobody in danger, but we also know what kind of show this is.
Yeah,
Everybody is going to be in
yeah,
danger at some point, but it's just, you don't want to see, especially with what this series is discussing, to where actually don't put them in no danger. No,
yeah.
we
Let
don't.
them be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I mean, it could be cool because the guy that the issue actually is gone technically at this point. Luce is gone. The guy that did the shooting is gone. The guy that got shot, he gone. Everybody that could have been tied to it is gone. But for some reason, he was gonna be tied to the case. So that's why he had to be put in a different type of protection or different type of whatever they was putting
Yeah.
him into. So,
I hope,
but yeah, man.
regardless of what happens, nothing happens to him and he is able to be in a very stable home. But then I also want him to reunite with his sister.
Man, that's why I was like, man, do I want him to reunite with her? Or do I want something tragic to happen? I don't know. I know, but I mean, I'm just saying.
For some reason, I'm not fuck them kids for this show. I want them to really be okay. I'm so scared for all of
I
them.
guess because there's so much just going on with these, it's just like, nah, we can't just keep
And plus,
doing
the
them like this.
story is
Real.
yes, yeah,
It's real.
yeah. So,
It's real. Yeah. But did you have anything else within these
oh,
first four episodes?
was Cross just a scratch that needed to be itched for Kayla?
No. She didn't. The her doing it sober is what made you understand. No, it wasn't because they had the conversation. She was like, "It's because she that one. There's a itch that need to be scratched, but she in love with that man. He just happened to get married to the other lady first.
She had been waiting in the wings that long.
Waiting, perched up in the rafters like Batman,
That's crazy.
waiting.
Oh, she did. Hell yeah. Let me go slide on.
You got a girl, no.
I mean, because even her
We
old
broke up
partner
now.
was
Oh,
like, oh, what's up with you and Cross? Oh, I'm not that
Jazz.
girl.
Remember she fucked Two John last season.
She did.
She be giving it in. She be just giving it out.
And I thought Two John was gonna catch their sexual tension in episode 4,
He
but
did. They didn't. He
he
did.
didn't say nothing though.
He did. That's what I was. I was wondering, but I think for him, it's like, you know what? I got too much on my plate to worry about what's going on with them. 'Cause that's why he was like, I can't. I got this. I'm gonna handle. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna handle this. My situation. My own case. And y'all handle it over there. I'm gonna let y'all keep with that messy shit.
Cause I was just like, girl, because when her boss said, let me talk to you outside, I'm like, damn, he peeped it too. I'm like, y'all being a little loud with y'all body movements. Like y'all like here.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, he was like, oh, this nigga, man.
They
And I
fucking.
sure was like, I said, wait, ain't that, I said, because I'm in my head there was another one, but I guess it was Kayla, man. Yeah, Kayla ain't playing.
Obviously not. Sis said, I'm going for both the friends.
Hey, man,
But Two John got him a boo.
he
Shit
do. He finally
activist.
got her. Man, they be like, really beefing too though. It's kind of toxic.
I get well, their argument at the beginning, I understood why she reacted that way. Cause I'm just like, Two John, you sound stupid for real. Cause to say girls develop faster than boys and they're smarter, so they're gonna be fast. And I'm like, nigga, that don't make no sense. Like, no, because normally you could speak to this, Jason, but boys, y'all be what's the word I'm trying to say? Y'all be trying to fuck early on, and girls that most girls that's not even on,
I think it depends. I think it depends. I know. Well, they call boys mannish. They call women fast. So I knew some fast tail women
what they
growing
call
up, and I knew
boys
some mannish. Mannish?
managed.
Yeah, mannish. You never heard that before? Mannish.
No, I don't think so.
Manish.
Mm.
Damn. Okay. But yeah, they call men man. They call boys mannish. They call women fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen both sides of it. I've seen girls very sexual growing up. I've seen boys who definitely are a bit much growing up.
I guess not even the sexual part, but it was like insinuating of like her texting boys versus her brother texting girls.
That's the insinuation there though. It's definitely a sexual implication because who cares if they who texts who? It's the what are they texting about? What is their conversation about? And clearly she is already sending niggas emojis. So her brother checked her about it.
That's
He said, he said, no, he ain't even text back. Why would you send another text message to him?
why he put her on blast like that. Like he got his
No,
sister
that's no,
sounding
that's
thirsty.
no,
I
that's
mean,
right. That's right though. Like he should I appreciate that him being able to say like, nah, you doing it wrong because you shouldn't be double
You
texting
doing the
somebody that ain't
chase.
even text back. Yeah.
No, I get that. But she was just like, I just want to send him a emoji. He's like, yo, you doing too much. But no, that's that like that big brother guidance that he was providing her
Mm-hmm.
of like, he didn't
Everybody
text
don't
you
get
back
there,
yet.
man.
No, they don't. They don't.
Because at bare because if anything, he at least let her use the phone. So at least that was cool. He did that because most people like, nah, you ain't touching my shit. Like, nah,
Mhm.
you ain't talking to that nigga. Like, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah. But she got her phone. So
It did.
and she doing her studying. So
Yeah.
she's very intelligent. And that's the thing. It's just like when they're able to prove to you that they are responsible.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like a give and take. Like if your kids are doing things to where you're able to trust them, trust them. But I'm not a parent, so I can't really speak on that. So let me buy my childless ass
No, I said no.
business.
That's no. You're right. I mean, regardless if you have children or not, you've been a kid. You've grown
Yeah, like
from, from a rock
2
to a
years
nugget.
ago.
Um.
Rock to a nugget.
So yeah.
I don't even
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
But I was about to say something. I was like, I'll tell you afterwards. I don't. I don't want on the pod. But now, was there any other scene that you or storyline that you wanted to discuss? No, that you want to discuss?
No, I do appreciate that when they Alex receiving that award in the beginning when he talks to the class. That was actually dope to see him have that conversation, but have a real conversation with them. Um, you know, about what they're actually doing versus compared to what people think they do. And it's about the duty, not the accolades, and what they're doing and making sure they keep the streets protected and safe
Mm-hmm.
out there. And you got to take the good with the bad. I appreciated that story as well. So
Same.
that's how.
And then I was gonna say that he was able to hold himself accountable
Mm-hmm,
to where he
mm-hmm.
said, "You're gonna have your bad days, but don't let those bad days get you into a situation that you can't get yourself out of." And so, especially with where we are now, with how authority or fake authority is treating people, you know what I mean? It's just like just because you have that badge doesn't mean that you could just do whatever you want and force your power onto people. And so, no, I definitely enjoyed that speech that he gave. But was there any other scene that you wanted to discuss?
I think that was everything that I had.
All right. Uh, we could probably save our what was it good though at the end of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
But this is Side Quest Reviews, where, of course, we take a show currently running, and we'll give y'all, our thoughts about what's going on, what's happening within the season. So please like, share, subscribe, let the people know what we got going on. But of course, this is the WasItGoodTho podcast about movies, TV shows, and I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And until next week, deuces.
Cheers.